Others say we're in good shape. What is your position on the city's current financial status? We're going to start this questioning with John Asaturo.
Thank you. One thing I'd like to say is I wish I knew the complete financial picture of the city. I know we have at least $460 million in debt, according to a report that was submitted to me by the Court Treasurer of Carmel in March. But what concerns me a little, in addition to this debt, which really comes out to about $25,000 per household here in Carmel, is some of the things that have been going on around the debt. In 2010, the Carmel Redevelopment Commission borrowed $41 million at interest rates of 7.81 and 9.25%. And that, to me, is an indication that there's more to the debt situation than we're hearing. Additionally, last year, the Carmel Redevelopment Commission bought and sold the Energy Center that was built with bond money, and they sold it in a three-way deal in one day for $5.5 million and purchased it back for $16.3. And I just wonder why, with a AA+ bond rating, that we're out borrowing money and involved in these types of financial transactions, which are going to cost the taxpayers a lot of money over the next 20 or 25 years. Thank you.
Jim Brainerd.
City's in good financial shape. December 31st of 2010, our cash balance is over $50 million, and that's important from a cash flow standpoint. Unencumbered money, money that we didn't need, in essence, pure savings was over $23 million. And it's important to separate fiscal reality from fiscal rhetoric. Here's some examples of what people outside of Carmel think of our financial situation. Standard & Poor's, a national, they're the ones that came out yesterday and said if the president doesn't change what we're doing, we're going to downgrade the U.S. from our AAA rating. They raised the city of Carmel in the middle of the recession a year ago. As they were downgrading many cities across the United States, we actually went up. Just last week, I get a call from a reporter at the Indianapolis Business Journal, and they had picked up on a fund manager from the West Coast who had just written an article and listed some of our debt, and he's writing for people who might buy that debt, as one of the 6, our Palladium bonds, backed by property tax, one of the 6 safest municipal bond investments in the entire United States, and that article is available in the last week's Business Journal. John, you've got the numbers wrong on the Energy Center. We sold it for $16.3 million, not $5 million. It's a sale leaseback like private companies do. And finally, if you're interested in what our financial condition is, it's very easy to find out. The State Board of Accounts is in essence a certified public accounting firm for units of municipal government in the state of Indiana, and they audit us every year, and their audits are available and open to the public, and they explain exactly where the city's at. Thank you.
Mr. Spiegelman.
Yes, I would say that the financial situation in Carmel is problematic. The mayor has been discussing a supposed cash reserve situation of $50.9 million. However, a recent memo that was sent by our clerk treasurer, Ms. Cordray, showed that there wasn't $50.9 million, but $24 million that was in our cash reserve situation. Bearing in mind that of that money, we have pension plan funds and we have rainy day funds that are included. Problematic? It's problematic because what has happened in Carmel is that the voters of this city have consistently re-elected a liberal borrow and spending mayor. And what that means is that we have a debt right now, including long-term projected interest, of nearly $1 billion. for our city of 80,000 population. We also have major projects that this mayor has put together, such as the Palladium. One that he promised would be $80 million, that is now $200 million, with no endowment and no substantial donations to date that have been revealed by this administration. So the fact of the matter is that our taxes are in danger of going up. The mayor has had the benefit of Governor Daniels' tax relief program to shield the fact that the tax rate, not the tax dollars, has gone up by 35%, which means that if we wouldn't have had a tax rate increase in the last 3.5 years, we would have found that our taxes that you just received in the mail would have been much lower than they are right now. So it's time for the truth to come out in respect to what our financial situation is.